Welcome back to the Overwatch Oasis League. We're back Week 7, Tier 3 play between Cosmic, Omnics, and Diving Phoenix. I'm your play-by-play boy for today, Brow Daddy, and on the account, on the cameras, on the color commentary is the BX Hunter.
What up, everyone? Hello.
We had a heck of a matchup coming up. Both teams coming off victories. Cosmic Omnics coming off a 3-1 win off of Zanshin Tactics, and Diving Phoenix coming off of a 4-0 win against, off the top of my head, I'm forgetting, but it's going to be Pizza Planet. So both teams looking mighty fine on the momentum wheel.
Just make me owner again.
Oh. What? Hey, where are we? 2021.
Had some
there we go.
Technical issues before this stream, but we're good now.
Promote to group leader.
No, make owner. There you go, champ.
The PS5. It's a piece of technology, folks. We really are in the future. 2021.
Got very lucky, but I very much recommend it. Everyone save your pennies.
But hey, back on Nepal. It's going to be our Koth map for map 1. It's going to be Nepal. Going to be Nepal, Kings Row, Hanamura, Rialto, and tiebreaker is going to be Busan.
Nope, Lijiang Tower.
Nope. That's next week. That's our next rotation. Busan's our tiebreaker for next week.
We're already ready for Week 9's games.
I am. You know me, I just love Temple of Anubis so much. That's going to be our TCP map next rotation. I'm so excited.
So, let's got...
Ready for battle.
So, on the side of Kazakhstan, like the typical Ryan Zarya, the brawl here, always good, especially on the village. The Sombra chunk and the Mora Lucio, before any changes come out. And then on the side of Diving Phoenix, they're running the double main tank. We've seen them do it before. John Hawk on the Rhine, Chuckster on the Orisa, with Grill potentially staying on the Sim for just the TP, or maybe switching off but going with the Reaper, and then the Vap Lucio as well.
Teleporter online.
Yep, they will TP and stay on the Sim. So both teams going right to point, but AG on the side looking for a potential hack on the right side. Action coming in already. John Hawk and Austin pretty even on the hacks. Hack with Chuckster. Kill coming out on the side from Net, but it's already down. Coming up for KO to get rid of this important cooldown. Malake on the flank on the Reaper doing a little bit of damage. Will be able to get out with the fade. He gets the control of point. Chuckster falls, but Austin falls at the same time, so they even trade as Diving Phoenix caps point for the first time. John Hawk already with the shatter, and already with the tireless crossfire who picks up an easy and early 3. They need crossfire, picks up 5.
Wow, that was great from them, and they're actually going to switch off it. They did have control early with the Sim, but then Crossfire just got right behind him as he built up his Riptire, and then got the 3K with it. Didn't even see him.
So quick, so easy, and that's Village here. I mean, once you get comfortable on the brawl here, Chunk's pretty gosh darn good on that brawl.
Looks like they're taking the high ground this time.
So easy to get that ult so quickly. Crossfire picks up another girl trying to go in on the flank on the Tracer. John Hawk is hacked though on the right. AJ able to get in and get out his block and trying to find them. Going up top, able to get out. Still a person down though, Grill not able to get the res off. Off the Grill. Fire strike coming off the window, just misses the ball coming out as well. But a big shatter.
Gets 3 of them.
Gonna hack on John Hawk. Able to get back to stay. Across another pick on Grill as Cat with the pick on Malake as well on the boop. And just like that, this fight's more or less over. Diving Phoenix gonna have to figure something out as Kosmic Omnics staying.
Especially after throwing in 3 ults, I believe, there into that fight, and still not being able to take the point away from the side of Cosmic Omnics, as they're quickly approaching that final fight territory for them here on Village.
Cross has the tire, and I don't think they know he's there. It's going for the sneaky tire yet again.
Oh, and it gets the 2K.
So much value. Every fight that Kosmic Omnics has won has started off with a pick from Cross. They've been so important for the momentum of Kosmic Omnics, and they've got 2 down in a fight 1 essentially off just 1 ult. They still have the grab, they still have the EMP, they still have the beat. On the side of Diving Phoenix, you have the Pulse Bomb and the Valk with maybe a window, maybe Shadow can get, but they got a touch. 5% left. It's over. 2 get grab, EMP gets 5. It's gonna have to be down to Steph. Gets on point here. Chucks are right behind him. Walking into the pick on Mystic, but too many people are falling on the side of Diving Phoenix. In control here. Shatter is looking awesomely though. So Diving Phoenix not going down without a fight. They're gonna have to get point control, target prioritizing. Not enough. AJ and Kitty and Cross able to get picks on 4 more members of Diving Phoenix, and that's gonna be the first point on the ball.
That was a great comeback and just retake of that point. They allowed Diving Phoenix to get that early control on Dr. Grill's Symmetra, but once Crossfire got control of it, he didn't give it up, and they take the early 1-0 lead here on Nepal as we head into Sanctum on our next one. See if we can see any different lineups coming out here, or different heroes.
Looking like maybe a potential dive on the side with Diving Phoenix, so the namesake. Looks
John
like
Hawk does have a great Winston.
And Chuck's no slouch on the D.Va either.
Not at all.
5, 4.
Quite nice with it. But KO going to stick with what got him there. This Brawl going to switch off the Summer for the May, and Crossfire switching off the Junk to the McCree.
I don't know how much I like the May here on Sanctum, but you know the walls are still going to be good. It might be even be really good against his dive coming in as well. There comes the wall as well.
Wall. Okay, blocks off Nat's view, gonna have to get around further. Just like that, just that small delay in getting to Nat around the wall, and Chuck's gonna get DMAC'd already, and KO is gonna take control of this point.
I was completely wrong. The May really separated off those 2 tanks, immediately gets the freeze onto Chuck
Caster's
and DMACs
curse.
him. But the opposite way, it was like the caster's blessing worked out for them. Crossfire gets another pick.
It's the pick to start it, and they took a long time for Chuck to get back in mech, which is fine, but now they have the DMAC on Chuck again. It's gonna come down to
John's looking for some picks right now. Not able to get anything out of the Primal, unfortunately, and AJ is gonna get doctored too.
Shatter able to get John Hawk, follows up with the May freeze onto Chuckster as well. Awesomely slept, but you know it's not going to be too much. You wanna, if you're diving Phoenix, you're gonna have to hard reset here.
Yeah, Cosmic's gonna walk him back into their spawn as well. Try to hold into this little choke with the Mega.
A lot of ults online here though for KO. Everything but Shatter enables.
And Shatter you can build up quickly as well. They can still build that in this fight.
Awesome, we're gonna get pretty low, but the boys are coming out to stop any form of momentum, and it's a big one. Both tanks are in it. Not enough Ani heals, not enough Mercy heals, not enough anything. Awesome is gonna swing away, and just like that, one ult. Kosmic Omnics is gonna win this fight.
That was so clean. AJ hit around the corner the moment both tanks come around, especially that D.Va who could have eaten the ult. Not even looking, she just drops it down on them and freezes them both up, gets everybody, including the Ana, frozen and out of this match.
Just like you said, I mean, Awesome was built up that Shatter so fast because of that blizzard. So both sides have to find all the bomb going to come out. The nice May able to block it. Grab him against Sean, but a nice block from it. Stops Awesome with Shatter, gets frozen though. Cross full fall. Nino, Blade, not able to come out. Just the Blade and the beat from Cat. They able to stop that Blade, neutralizes it. Step to get the res on the Hawk. Chuck's just going to fall though, and I think just like that, Kosmic Omnics. I'm going to take this map. Awesome, we will fall off the map after the pin, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Too much to neutralize the people on point, and that's going to be it. Kosmic Omnics going to take this first map, take the 1-0 lead over Diving Phoenix.
That was very clean from Kosmic Omnics. I think a lot of people probably coming into this match probably were more expecting Diving Phoenix to, you know, probably come out of this game with the win, but Kosmic Omnics, they're showing they're here to play, and you know they're coming off a win too. They're looking to get 500 on the season, and this is just massive from Crossfire. Like I said, they didn't even see him going around. He gets a 3K. He ends up getting like a 5K out of this, doesn't he? And
yeah,
yes, he does.
I mean, first minute into that game, I mean, built up the tire already 72%. That's such an important thing. Awesomely, pretty aggressive on the run, and with Kitty being able to back him up with those bubbles is insane. It enables the aggressive play that Kosmic Omnics was doing so well.
Kitty, obviously, I'm sure she's been around with the team for some time with everything with Wukong, but she is relatively a new addition to the Cosmic Omnics team. She was with White Walkers for a while, so it is nice to see her and Awesomely, who also had some time on White Walkers, have that synergy and see it translate onto this win over on Nepal. Next map,
Yeah,
everyone's favorite,
if
King's
you're
Row.
diving Phoenix, I think the important thing coming out of that is that you know that they're going to play aggressive. So if you want to stay on the dive, like you might be able to. It's got to come down to that coordination. It's got to come down to the target prioritization and positioning, because if Cosmic Omnics is going to get as much value out of one or two ults per fight like they have been doing, it's going to be difficult for DP to be able to stay in it.
Yeah, and Crossfire definitely did, get a lot of the big moments there, but AJ on the Mei as well was also massive, and especially in stopping that dive. We talked about it right at the beginning, the wall and then the freeze onto Chuck, and just pretty much stopped it. They held control of the point from then on out, and they couldn't really answer anything on the Mei. So it's nice to see out of them as well.
It's impressive.
We have King's Row next, everyone's favorite map. We're just waiting for some lineups, and then get into it. I like Eichenwald more in terms of escorts, but it is one of the best maps. I'll give everyone that. I think it's played too much.
This is the map I always think of Overwatch whenever I think of what map, like Shipment for Call of Duty, and like Beaver Creek for Halo. But King's Row's always got a special place in this boy's heart.
It is the sign, like one of the animated shorts was in this when Widowmaker and Tracer. That's always a good one.
Yeah,
that's why I always think of Hanamura, because that was the Genji Hanzo one too.
Weeps out.
I want everybody also in the machine to know just that Brow is actually a weeb. I know he denies it.
That's
but
not true.
Very
I can't
debatable.
state enough how untrue that is.
Everybody follow Brow Daddy, by the way, on Twitch, and you can see all of his weeb gameplay all the time.
It's not weeb gameplay. Look, just because I played Persona 5 Royal for like a month, it's just because that game is long. It's not my fault.
It's a great game.
It's the best. Well, I mean, Sekiro's pretty gosh darn good. No, this is a God of War champ.
You're playing God of War now?
No, I'm not playing anything.
So we do have one person coming in on the side of Cosmic Omnics. They are taking Crossfire out for Syndicate Slayer. Over for Valhalla, we have played against him. He does have a nice Genji, so maybe they're trying to pull something out of there. I don't know if he has any sort of sniper, if they're trying to go with that. So interested to see what they're going to be running. Especially, they are going to be defending first as well. So see what happens there. And then on the side of Diving Phoenix, we're having Chuck come out for Juju. Lee Ratty's actually coming in.
For the good doctor.
And then on DPS, they're keeping everything, or support, I should say, they're keeping everything the same. I need to put Doc on the right specs.
Force and CD.
Lee Ratty always going not with the same player icon as the rest of his team. See how that goes. In case anyone wasn't aware, he is from the UK.
Yeah, that synergy built. It's late, so I'm sure Lee wants to get this over with as quickly as possible. And if they want to make this a long one, though, they're going to have to try their best. Cosmic Omnics looked very, very strong.
We do have the readies from KO.
Just waiting from John for the ready. the question marks for John. I'm sure it's fun.
John, please. We're ready. Alright, we're going into King's Row.
King's Row.
Usually see a lot of Ryan Zarya here. We'll wonder if that's coming out here. I know Bad Juju does play a lot of Ryan, so maybe they're...
Juju's UK too, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's that EU connection. Juju and Ready. How is everyone in the chat doing tonight? Hope everyone's staying cozy and safe.
It is not cozy here. It's quite cold where I'm at, but hopefully it's better where everyone else is.
Yeah, it was getting pretty chilly in my room. It was it's a breezy 57 degrees here, so I had to close the window.
Breezy.
It's tough. Yeah, it's cold, man. I got my socks on now.
So on defense for Cosmic Omnics, we're actually seeing the Ryan Diva, the Mei again out of AJ. I like the Hanzo pick from Slayer, and then they also have the Mercy and Baptiste.
Yeah, the projectile makes sense from Syndicate. I think Hanzo's looking really strong, and if this buff comes out for the Storm
oh my gosh, they're gonna buff him again? Whoa! Not the biggest of fans of it, but it might be coming through anyway. Meanwhile, on the side from DP, are they going dive? No, they're not. They teased us. They do have the Echo. I like that. No more Mercy for her though.
Lee on the Widow looking to get a quick pick. A lot of Cosmic will back up to that hotel side corner, but Lee's gonna get advantage in his position on the theater as well, looking to get that pick still. While the work gets done on the ground here. Juju and Awesome are pretty even on the right, and just like that, AJ with the pick on Balake though. The bird is down. Not gonna deny that positioning.
I was gonna say, I was wondering if they were gonna just let that Lee Rider get uncontested. He would get a pick eventually, but Kitty does get the pick on him. They're gonna have to slow it down. And Slayer also gets bow.
The anti-air from AJ and Slayer doing a lot of work, and Slayer with the headshot pick on John. So taking this slow is diving Phoenix, but they are paying the price for it. Some ults being built up with the window, the Moira ult, and the Shatter coming in relatively soon, but ults already online here for Kazakhans, the Shatter, the Dragon Strike, the window.
Meanwhile, DP is just having to back into alleys. The shield as well. Oh, and they get
Big
3 with
Shatter.
the...
And the follow from Slayer, the Koa coming out though from Steph, a big pin, and another big shatter this time on the side of the it might be enough though. That Koa coming in a little late to grab, able to get won't be able to find him.
I don't know if I like that window. I know the idea was to try to keep up Slayer, who was just caught in the grab, but I don't know if that was the play. It does waste them an ult.
Yeah, DP able to just walk right past. Aruna hit with this res. The Shatter and the Blizzard and the bomb coming out. The Blizzard pretty big, both things down. So John Hawk gonna fall. Already able to get Mystic though.
It gives them the time to get the recontest, and let's see if they can actually get this.
Dragon Strike coming just off point. Steph's gonna walk into it, unfortunately. And yeah, big bomb, big Blizzard, and the recontest. Not a tick given up here on the side of Kazakhans on his defense. So a really nice job from Kitty and AJ there.
People joke about like zoning Blizzards and zoning ults, but the Mei ult didn't really get like any sort of picks, but it allows them to zone them off and allow the respawns to come back. And the rest of the ults come through and they hold it. They don't even give up a tick on it.
And I think it comes down. I think Mystic got the res off of AJ, like right behind everyone. So I think that's what came down to it. Mystic being able to stay alive for that long was such a big deal. Such a big help for KO. The Deadeye coming out though, but a nice wall from AJ as the rest of KO able to back away, but still too late. Lee Rider gets the double. The res on the
once the wall dropped.
The Shadow this fight. Coming out from Balake, going to hotel side, gets Mystic in the Shatter from Juju, able to get the rest of the takes to the beat from Cat. Maybe a bit of an overall, but they want this point, they need it badly.
Yeah, they beat when it's like most of the team dead. It does give him a little bit more sustain to get a couple seconds, but you probably want the beat for Street Phase. They're going to have Valkyrie with it, and he actually is going to switch over onto the Baptiste instead. But they are able to cap this, it looks like, and they're going to push into Street Phase over here on King's Row. That was a great hold from Kosmic Omnics, though. Pretty much got wasted almost all the entire time bank holding him on point A. Not something you usually see on King's Row.
Trying to get this dry fight, put up some offs, to get the pick on Lee. And the grab, but the wall comes up, kind of denying a little bit of the field coming out though. Gotta stop it. The Shatter able to get Jude, Wake and John Hawk down. The bomb gets pinned into Juju. Might be able to get rid of it. Nice pin there.
What a play from Juju.
Dragon Strike though makes him pay. Syndicate saying absolutely not. Take away my bomb here. Have these two dragons. It looks like the cart being contested. Looks like it's gonna come down to whoever can win this slow fight. Milwaukee though, able to get Syndicate from the top rope. Only ults online here. The Val comes out. The Blizzard comes out. It's big. Oh my gosh. 5 in this Blizzard here. Oh my gosh.
The window comes through too.
On Austin, going to build up that Shatter once again, just like on the ball.
Yeah, AJ's ults aren't getting they're not getting kills off of them, but it allows them to get such more advantageous positions and really push the other team back. Very good team ults and allows them to hold and everything. And a great wall gets off both tanks if you can get any picks off of it.
Tire from Milwaukee is able to find Mystic though, so it's going to be just Cat on the support. Field coming out and the grab. The Shatter able to get 4 though! Will fall to it. Unfortunate. And the pin coming in from Juju. Let's see if they can stagger Kitty, who's going to play on this left side. Syndicate going to be able to get out as well. John Hawk wants nothing to do
Looking
with
for
that.
him. Oh, he almost shoot him. No.
Milwaukee able to get the pick on Kitty. Those are 2 big staggers on streets here.
60 seconds.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be able to get the recontest here at all over on point before it goes into the 3rd point, but they are pushing up.
Shatter able to get a couple. Awesomely and AJ down. Awesomely's going to fall. Let's see if they can try to deny this res and maybe get the touch off as well.
The ports are touching. They are going to throw the bomb as well. Oh, but it was a nice immortality build.
Slows them off with the Yard and blocking. It's 2 off 1. Mine. Looks like it's going to be DP with Captain second play.
Just a minute 50 left on the clock. They do get it to point 3, which is nice. But there has been some nice time shaved off here by Kosmic Omnics. This is our nice staggers though, as they continue to push in, just leaving 1 on the cart. They're just staggering them out continuously.
And then they're still able to pull up these ults too. Jawhawk's got the grab again. Milwaukee's got another tower coming up. They got the window. Koa's coming online any second. And Bad Juju, 30% off the Shatter as well. The only thing, got the Blizzard. You know, they've been big. See if they can capitalize on it now. The field's so good though, and the wall is actually going to be able to get Juju out, but not going to get picked. It's going to be tough here. Walking with the trap kit on Slay, it's even. It's 50-50. Both sides have been getting picked, but it looks like it's going to lean more towards Kosmic Omnics this time.
60 seconds.
Pushing back a nice wall. If they can get this kill on John. No, they're not going to push too far aggressively. Awesomely is going to be chased back instead.
5 ults online here though.
The early grab.
Grab used right after the Koa in the window. Shatter able to get a couple of the tire and the Deadeye. It's an alt explosion as DP taking that control of cart once again, able to push it. 30 seconds left here on the clock. If they're able to get it before OT, you know it's so big.
Yeah, they're allowed to give themselves another chance. Are they going to get another touch?
Oh,
no, they're not.
So close.
A lot of these fights, they're, Kosmic Omnics holds them for a while, but then there's just such an overcommitment from ult I think on both sides, and it eventually came out in favor of Diving Phoenix, allows them to push through with 21 seconds. That's not a lot of time left on the clock. You know, we can see big time banks here on Kings Row. We can see holds pretty much throughout the entirety of the map. So there's opportunities and win conditions, I think, on both sides still coming in here.
I think both teams are doing a really good job on this Rhine brawl of playing aggressive but not hyper aggressive. They're being able to play slow, and these fights are so drawn out. They're so long that they're able to build these ults up just right along with each other. So it's so even. And if Diving Phoenix is able to win these long drawn out fights more often, it's gonna be a win, I believe.
DP this time on defense. They're going to have the double shield with the Rhine Sigma. As we see Juju just spinning around. They're going to come out also with the Junkrat and the Echo. No real healer for the Echo. They do have Moira and Bap, but if the Echo can still get value, and over here on the defense be nice. Meanwhile, on the other side, we're looking at potentially no more double sniper. They're still going to just have just the Hanzo and this time with a Sombra on the Rhine Zarya, Lucio Moira brawl.
Counting on the Syndicate to play that anti-air once again on this Hanzo. Was able to block it a couple times on the Echo, but there's so much spam damage coming out from Diving Phoenix with the Junk, with the Echo, with the Sigma. As bad Juju is going to get hacked, they're going to rush right back to that back right corner of the point. It's a good rotation from them. Capitalize. Awesome. Already down the shield, and just like that, going to fall. John Hawk gets hacked here, but I think it's too late here. Like I said, it's these long drawn out fights. It's the first pick and they start playing it slow. But Syndicate gonna even it up here. It's the pick on Lee Ratty, not being able to res.
He gets out.
Yeah, does a good job of escape. As Juju's gonna get hacked this time, but a nice field able to save Nap with the clutch play there.
I've liked a lot of these immortality fields throughout this entire map. It's really nice.
Hacks are constant, and the Dragon Strike quick. They're separated off of point. Juju's gonna get picked. Nat's gonna get picked. Quick build up there too from Syndicate. It's just like that. The fight's gonna be over.
Well, he's close to the ult, but look, yeah, he's just gonna give that up. He's still above the high ground, and I actually think Sombra notices him. Let's see if AJ and Lee have a little fight here.
Oh, the one shot, one kill. Well,
the Sombra scout
a little bit of damage on streets. But nice shadow block.
Blocked.
Juju. The Duke coming in from blocking, gonna pin. Gonna switch to Rhine. And a nice flux.
Also flux.
Not able to get the hack off, but the beat coming in from Cat. It's these long drawn out fights. There's blood on the streets now as Juju trying to get some picks here. So much damage coming in. Does have the shatter online as well. But we'll be able to hold it off, and a nice fire strike from Cat. That might stop the fight right here, right now in this choke.
Yeah, it's an ideal choke. I didn't think that they would have anything with the DPS being down, but the nice Echo copy and the Flux really pushes them back. Gives them some control here over on point. They are coming into 4 ults, including the EMP and the grab.
There's the EMP. Able to catch a few. Tower's going to have to be big to try to stop this, but there's still too many picks there. We're already down.
He's looking for anything with it.
The tower gets picked. Cat with a clutch beat earlier on that Flux and a clutch shutdown on that tire. So no ults online here for KO, except for the shatter coming online any second. Juju with
and the
shatter
stagger.
So big. He was a little bit behind enemy lines there.
Lee keeps trying to go behind enemy lines and doing. They're not pushing cart during all of this. Let's see when they notice.
Big hack onto Juju once again. AJ's a menace on the Sombra. Now he's been picked off at all. They're gonna have to give him a little bit more attention. Shatter gets blocked from Awesomely though. So that could be the ult they're looking for with the Flux coming out, no beat online. Able to get a couple, but not finish it off. Oh, I wouldn't push too far. I was gonna say don't want to push too far off. I would be sorry if AJ goes for the C9, but Lee ready right above and now
ready for it.
They're looking for
I think they're ready for a potential C9 if it were to come.
So that's really good from AJ too. It's just that constant threat of the Sombra being able to C9. They can't give too much business. Syndicate with a quick
again.
The DP
Wow.
has opened up these fights with one pick is just what KO needs.
And a nice rotation all the way in the to the back.
Steph finds AJ with the boop, is belonging going to dupe onto the Rhine, and I've Shatter any second now. A big one, and it gets two, it's three! And a cleanup from John for the do some work here. The dupe's gonna end because of it, and John a little behind enemy lines, a little bit out of position, but they're gonna back off. Bad did a good job of limiting the space that KO tried to create there.
Slay keeps getting early picks, but you know they match it right back. Steph was able to get the early pick last time on the AJ. They are coming to some big ults, including both the grab and the EMP, as well as both the portal. So see if they're able to come out and get the final push and push it into point B. But it's getting close. This is the hardest part of Street Space to get through.
Oh, and AJ with the quick on lane. The EMP stops the field and the grab coming out. The beat from Steph may not be enough. Yeah, it looks like KO gonna take this point. So like you said, the EMP and the grab so well, that they work so well together, but I think a pretty good job from DP to hold as long as they did on Streets. They had a little bit of a hard time holding that first point, but how much time they limit here? They have just under 3 minutes to hold.
Yeah, and when we saw, you know, Diving Phoenix, they had just under 2 minutes, so not too far off, especially for how this point King's Row started for them. So pretty decent hold on Street Space, and you can certainly full hold the rest of this point over here on the third point.
Oh, the shatter!
Oh, big shatter.
Quick hack from AJ. What a play. The Buck's gonna come out, the beat coming out again. Cat, really good job holding that beat for that flux, but still, it's that momentum we're talking about. It's what DP did that last time to get a couple of picks. And they're able to open up these fights. The Dragon's got on the left side. I don't think anyone's able to. So
not even the last second Bastion switch.
Just like that. What a hack from AJ. Opens up the shatter, no shield to block it. I mean, a huge play.
He's been great this both maps so far. You've seen him on the Sombra, the May, even just across this particular round, just in King's Row, we've seen him do a lot of good work. And combined with Kitty's grabs, like it's pretty hard to stop those two, even with the beat that may, you know, I think Cat, pardon me, I think Steph was on the was trying to sustain them with it, despite the EMP, and it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, so it's just so much stuff coming out. It's the use of it's the use of one or two ults to win a fight. That's what they've been doing. It's the same with cooldowns, you know, just hack being a cooldown, stopping that Ryan from holding up a shield, getting the shatter off, and you know. Cat's been super clutch with these beats, and they're going to switch to the Moira here.
Syndicate Slayer just getting picks whenever he seems to want. He's like constantly getting the first pick on one of the DPS at any given point. It's hard to deal with that.
Yeah, and not just that, Mystic not being dove on, not being picked on. Mystic able to do so much healing without any interference. It's tough, but DP still got a minute here. We're going to run the Rhine Zarya, the May Reaper, the Bap Moira. So a lot of healing coming out, especially for this Brawl comp. It's going to be hard to beat. They're going to have to play this fast, though. But Lucio might be a little tough, but we're going to see how this goes.
They do have their own May this time, trying to match it to the wall, get an early pick, and they do get it.
Just
That's
like
the biggest
that.
one.
What a strike from Juju. The field coming out right on point. The pin, gonna miss. That's probably the pick on Syndicate. So much damage coming out. You know, Mystic was doing so well, evading it and being able to fly around and deal so much damage coming out. They fall in the pin as well.
Oh my gosh.
DP putting on a clinic here. One fight, they're gonna push up a little bit. Just the Rhines, just John and Juju with Steph. Look at the Steph on this top right high ground. It would do so much healing as well. Steph gets picked. Syndicate saying heck
This
no.
is tough. They just need. Oh, and Kitty gets Juju too. This is gonna be tough. They just need really one fight now, considering it's already OT.
Too far. Nat's gonna have that Koa any second now. Juju, if they're able to stay up, was gonna have that shatter as well.
They also have the spawn advantage. Let's not forget that. Oh, and the
What a
big shatter.
from Awesomely. The shatter gets a few, but there's not enough to follow up, so they're gonna cap point, but a little bit. 14 meters. It's going to be a tough hold on the side of having Phoenix.
Yeah, they're pretty much just going to have to full hold them, essentially. If they cap it, it's pretty much might be game over.
Tough, tough, tough.
Sorry, chat. I don't know if I can update the Nightbot that says it's 2-2, but it's 1-0 KO right now.
It is, yes.
It's not 2-2, but
I do not know.
thank you,
Scares me.
Dylan, for correcting us on that. But
Yes.
it is 1-0.
Ready for battle.
And here they go again. They're just gonna. Looks like they're running the Mei Hanzo again. And why switch off it if it's working? You know, they'll have a chance to build up ults, especially like Blizzard and Grav, with a 3-minute time bank. They'll have a chance to build these ults up, and those are game-winning ults and game-changing ults.
Yeah, and I think what might make the difference for DP is
going
going to
Pharmacy.
be. Yeah, the block I've been playing the Echo with playing it with like Lucio Moira or Bat Moira. It's not a lot of healing to block it in the air. So this pocket may do a little bit of wonder. And if it all comes in, Slayer, Syndicate Slayer has been pretty big anti-air, denying any kind of bird play with the headshots. So it's going to be tough. But I think this might be what they're looking for. Just a little bit more help to enable block. It already has 20% on the barrage.
I'm pretty sure they're just going to try to rush him down and get on them in the back over here with the Lucio speed boost, but see if they can get the value out of it.
Walking gets hacked though. Again, AJ with his clutch plays. Awesome gets the pick on that before the field falls out.
That's their main source of health. He gets a res.
Well, but so much damage as Steph has to res Nat there, and awesomely able to get that fire strike. So much damage coming out. They're gonna be able to cap here, and Kitty and Awesome are doing such a good job denying space. The Shatter is able to get both Nat and Juju. John gonna fall as well. It's I think just like that. I mean, 3 picks down. Juju's gonna try to touch, able to get a pin on AJ out of nowhere. Just under 3 meters.
Oh, he gets pinned himself. I was going to say I thought I liked them backing off and even just giving up the point and trying to hold where they could and, get the 6 back, but that Shatter comes through from Awesomely and just completely wipes them out. KO actually goes up 2-0 over Diving Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, the
big shatters.
Defense, so big.
Look at that 23k healing, 35k. That's
35 damage blocked.
Big numbers coming out across the board.
Yeah, it's these long fights. It's crazy. Heck of a round though.
Mm-hmm. Let me swap the sides.
Let's hope Kat didn't make a mess of herself.
Yeah,
Kat
I think
saying
this
that
is.
she had to pee in the middle of the game. That's what happens when no one seems to want to win a fight decisively. They're doing such a good job of combating each other that maybe it was the mind game of Kat needing to go to the bathroom so bad. Was that extra
motivation? We've been there before.
Speaking of being there before, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Absolutely, I'll go get the lobby ready for us. While we have spectate blue. Think I got all of that right. we're seeing no swaps coming out of the side of Cosmic Omnics. Let me actually get the map ready. We move on to Hanamura. Obviously, nobody really likes 2CP. This is probably one of the better 2CP maps, in my opinion. Hanamura, we'll see if any, set strats come out over on this map. But, again, no... Where is Hanamura? Oh, it's all the way at the top. Of course it is. And then we have Rich Hunt making their debut tonight. They're coming on in. Let me actually do this. We're going to have Rich Hunt and Juju, and on the tanks, John Hawk is coming out. On DPS, we're going to have Bo coming out for Dr. Grill, as Lee Ratty stays in. And then over on support, we're actually getting a full swap as Feraligatron, shout out to Pokemon, comes in. And then we have Steph coming out for Jokingly Serious. So a couple of changes over on the side of Diving Phoenix.
Okay.
We're here. I have everything all set up. Cosmic Omnics already gave their ready. This is how I like it. I love these quick lobbies. Not taking too long in between the maps. Let's get it out the way. And I was thinking this is big surprise. I really don't think people saw Cosmic Omnics coming out with a 2-0 lead and looking so dominant too. They're looking quite strong. After a rough start to the season and going off 0-2, win last week, gets the momentum rolling, and that's all it takes sometimes. Looks like we have all of the readies. You ready, Brow?
Perfect. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go. Hanamura. DP needs to win this to keep the reverse sweep dream alive. Cosmic Omnics just needs a draw.
Yeah, this has got to be where it starts. The reverse sweep is such. It's really a tough thing to do because so much of it is mental, and I think right now DP's got to be thinking one map at a time.
That's the only way to do it.
Let's just win this map. I see some switches. Gosh, I missed so much.
Oh yeah,
from DP.
KO kept the same lineup, but they have a new support line. Rich Hunt came in. Doc came in. So, a couple big switches. They're actually going to be running, look like double shield, a May, a lot of May today. The Ash with the Mercy Pocket, and then Moira to keep up the rest of the team. Now they're just going to run the Rhine Zarya, keep it safe.
I think Ash is really good here. I think there's a lot of places where she can be free to do whatever she wants, especially with, a Mercy Pocket. So Doc and Girl are going to have to work well together. A press.
That Mercy Pocket getting nerfed soon. Not the issue that I have with Ash. I think the Dynamite needs to be nerfed, but
yeah, let's ignore the thing that gets her an ult like every fight and a half.
No big deal. Oh, I like they have Juju up there on the high ground to give Lee some shield.
Yeah. And that May L2, that ult fire can really ruin someone's day.
They're gonna drop down and just hold the fight here.
Nice
Great wall.
Awesome, we're gonna get
fantastic wall. Should shut this fight down.
Fall down. Trying to contest Doc. That's the pick though! Off the wall jump. Nice play from Syndicate. What a shot. Doc rolling. Getting rest, so nice from Furra. Wait, it's that ult fire, that L2. Gets Mystic, so they're gonna be just the Lucian.
Great honest hero, I'm sure.
Incredibly honest.
He's looking for another wall. Oh, he doesn't get it this time.
Almost gets it. Awesome doing a good job of baiting it out though. Nice stun as well. The flashbang coming out from AJ's got the Deadeye very soon. Shatter coming up on the side of Phoenix, the only ult. So Dakota coming out from Joe.
Dakota and another great wall.
Able to find awesomely again. And a
They
big
even-
shatter able to get a couple.
Big,
And it's so
yeah.
much cleanup.
They even broke that wall down so quickly, but between the Coalescence and just everybody, the target prioritization on him, they burnt down that Reinhardt so quickly, and that allows Juju to get the free shatter on the back line and just clean up and reset.
Kitty gonna switch off the Zarya to that Sig. That double shot me coming up so well here. A lot of ults coming online for both sides. On the side of KO, they got the Deadeye, they have the Dragons. The Dragon's been so good from Syndicate with the beat and the Koa to perhaps engage. Ridge with the grab. Blizzard coming up soon. Ro has the pop coming up very, very soon. The grab coming out gets big. He falls up though, but oh, that might be enough, and it is. It's such a baiting in after the grab to get that Dragon in. Whoever going to push in, that Dragon's going to get him.
I think the Bob just goes, doesn't really get enough value in the location.
The shield placement from Kitty though, putting it in that corner, but still 3 down on the side of KO. Devin Phoenix might be able to hold this off here. Awesomely frozen yet again. It's going to be just awesomely. Just a point. The Shatter able to get a couple. The Blizzard coming out, not able to get eaten. Yeah, all 3 down. What a Blizzard from Lee, and this fight's over.
Wow, I really thought Syndicate Slayer keeps getting these early picks again, but somehow Diving Phoenix is still just winning these fights 5v6. Wow.
From downtown.
No damage fall off for me.
And the Deadeye denied once again, not able to use it yet. And as this is going, like that Blizzard doing the Blizzard on the side of KO, able to build up ult so quickly.
Yeah, and it just canceled out Awesomely's Shatter pretty much. He got a nice Shatter, but the Blizzard negated it all.
And Ridge
for
is
another wall.
10% away from another grab. We're looking for the wall. Gets a few here.
Great.
Koa stopped, actually. What a play. Oh, but the Deadeye is big. 2 down. The Shatter from Juju, able to get a few. The follow-up has to be quick. It's not enough. Maybe. And what a stop from AJ. Able to pick up 4 final balls on that one play. So the 4K. And the Koa getting stopped, but still not enough. It was such a good play to get at least 3 people in. You know, it stopped everyone but Mystic, and it seemed like maybe that's what KO wanted.
This is a map that you can easily snowball though, so it was nice to see them, you know, burn so much of a time bank off. And 3 seconds off, the early flux comes out, and several. Oh my!
4, it's big. Most supports as well. Bob coming out from Doc as well. Falcon, Fertile. But still, picks coming out on the side of KO. It's Kitty's getting low. It seems to be not enough, you know, follow up. And there we go. That's what you want to see.
There it is. Juju just swinging away, trying to get AJ.
Ridge falling up. Oh, hungry on the hungry on the hunt, but AJ with the pick on Juju. But it's gonna be just AJ past this choke. It's Syndicate though with the pick on Doc in this top right corner. Syndicate has been getting so much work done on this Hanzo. It seems like head to that.
Both of these DPS for KO are really popping off tonight. AJ and Syndicate Slayer.
It's these clutch picks. It seems they do it at the beginning of a fight and the end of a fight. Here comes the Dragons, big again, able to get Lee. That's so big.
Lee was looking for another wall.
Push
him down the stairs. Oh no! Shatter!
What a shatter! The beat coming out from Cat sustain as Fergal's able to get the pick on Jungle. So much shielding back up on the side of KO. Of Diving Phoenix. Deadeye coming out, able to get Fergal. But still, that res on the Jungle is able to get the KO off because of it. That's a huge very clutch res in the middle of that. And just like that, no ticks given up.
Trying to get Mystic off the side of the map.
That is tough. And just with that fight, I mean, they use the Deadeye, they use the Dragons, they use Koa, they use Beat. KO only has the Shatter on.
The Shatter now.
Juju with a massive Shatter, a fat Shatter.
KO, Diving Phoenix has both the grab and the Blizzard. They can win a fight just off one of those and hold it for a second fight if they're able to. And Slayer gets another pick.
Again! The Blizzard coming out will fall, but does get it off. And the counter dive, awesomely not going to get frozen. So a good bow from Kitty to keep him up there. They're going to play these stairs. Ult's coming online. The beat Shatter coming out awesomely, able to get Bridge and Joking both fall. It's gonna be just Doc on point here. They have to hold as long as possible. You know, Dranomora, it's got a name for a reason. The reputation holds true. That if they're able to get into OT, that'd be such a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Comes
nice
to grab
ball.
against all of them, pretty much, 4 of them. But no one there to follow up on it.
It's gonna be Doc next. Feral got the Valk up, will be able to be a little evasive. The Dragon's coming on the right side door, and AJ picking people out of the sky on the ground. It doesn't matter. The touch.
Oh, so close.
So close was jokingly. With Ridge Hunt right behind them. It's 6.8 seconds left on the clock, so for KO to not have to cap into OT, that is huge.
Yeah, but those are huge picks on, you know, such a huge time bank that came off the clock. Just to leave it with the 6.8, you can see, you know, big time banks on this map. It is still good, but you are right. You would have loved to have seen it go into OT, so not give him a chance at the extra round potentially. I was actually concerned on the last map. We did see, you know, like Syndicate Slayer and AJ getting like early picks, but it would always take a while. And the spawn, you know, spawn advantage for defense over on Hanamura is very, very close. I was wondering if they were going to be able to cap that in the end, but they do in the end. And we might be seeing a Sim this time. As I know it's Sim and May onto the point, just immediately grab it. We have seen success with it with the Symmetra and on this map before.
Yeah, it seems to be becoming such a big part of GCP, and like I said, especially Hanamura.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it on the Skya, you've seen it a little bit on Anubis, but it seems mostly these 2 maps. I think there's been a sim every game on Hanamura this week.
5, 4,
Oh no! Oh, the sim bastion!
Oh no!
Oh no! Dread, run from it. It's gonna be the
coming.
Renzaria, the Bastion Sim, the Bat Mercy, the double
They know it's coming, and they're
KO.
adjusting early.
Yeah, the quick rotation, but they're gonna play above, and yeah, they're gonna go on this left side. So it's gonna come down to
What am I calling?
who's gonna be able to bust shields quicker. The double shield, or just Juju on the ride. But
It's actually shooting from the window.
Syndicate gets 2! These headshots, these crits
Wow.
so big. Got behind them and able to get 2 quick picks from the flank. The Moxie special. Get 2 picks on the flank is Hondo. Juju able to get the pick from Cat, and it's gonna be just Rich on point. Wow.
That was a nice idea in mind, but Syndicate Slay had other plans, and he's already got the Dragon Strike just from that one flank that he had, and got them all.
The closest thing, Juju's gonna have the Shatter this fight for the side of deep.
Doc is switching as well, already going onto the Pharmacy with Jokingly. They're still keeping the Bastion as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of spam coming into this double shield. I mean, they're banking on Syndicate not being able to hit these shots, maybe, but I think Syndicate's proven already that it doesn't matter if you're in the air or on the ground, we'll get the job done. They're going to try to go for this right
took
side
them some
rotation.
time, yeah, but they are getting the rotation, trying to maybe push high ground. Lee's going separately, and he gets walled
Oh,
off.
he gets walled off! What a wall from AJ, and Cat with the final blow. So much damage coming out.
That looked like some miscommunication on the side. They are going to try to get the res, but Doctor does go down in the meantime, losing the Mercy Pocket.
Dragon coming out from Syndicate. It's going to get low and gets picked off on Ridge. Not a lot of value coming out from the Dragons. They actually push them up to the high ground, forcing that put, but Feral gets picked. And Mystic gets the clutch res off Syndicate as they're pushing, rotating to this top right. They're still pretty split. Oh, the tank out coming out, the taunt on Big, and the Shatter is going to find Awesomely as the field comes out. The Cat's a clutch to keep Awesomely alive there. So much healing coming out. Maybe able to stay there with the bat play. But Juju gets the pin. Awesomely going to fall here. The rest is not, and Mystic going to fall. Window and
Gonna get 3, but it's
may not be enough. I wanted to hold on to those ults because I think Diamond Feet's going to take this point with just over a minute.
They are, and they're actually coming. They're gonna have still the Blizzard, which is nice for, you know, like I said, it is a game-changing ult. It can win a fight, but they are still gonna have to deal with, you know, 3 ults on the side, including a barrage and a grab. That's the big one there. Let's see if we can try to get a nice snowball in.
That far switch works wonders, Doc. Switching off the sim to the far will do so much damage from the air. They have to focus on one. You have to focus on either the Bastion or focus on the Pharah. So having split on the side, but it's great. It's getting ridiculous at this point.
Honestly.
The opening pick from Slayer, Syndicate Slayer 09.
Gonna try to take the bridge. They were expecting him to take the high ground.
Blizzard's gonna be big. The field coming out though may not be enough with how big this Blizzard is, especially to get split off from the rest of the team, and they will fall. So, like you said, able to win a fight off just the Blizzard.
Yep, and it builds up other ults. They might get the dragons coming through. Doc does get him, but shouldn't be too big of a deal given the spawn advantage.
This man's brain is too big, chat. So, a lot of ults coming online here though from DP. Everything but the Valk coming up this fight, and how quickly just... Oh, put the pick on Doc!
Very early.
Trade. Oh, that dragon shot coming up from high ground!
Oh my gosh. The immortality field wasn't on the 2 frontliners, including the Bastion.
And the window used as well.
I don't know how much I like this Bastion pick still. It was a nice one at the beginning with the sim, but it's looking like increasingly more difficult to get set up.
I would honestly think about switching back to the sim. Switch off the Bastion entirely. If you wanted to maybe TP to the left side of point, and maybe take that high ground that way, that's where I think it's like it seems to be making their living. Is taking this wall to this bridge and doing so much work from it, so they're able to flank on pinch on both sides. But they're gonna play a little more together here with the guys switching off to the 3 and the nice
the shatter gets blocked.
And Juju, but the shatter blinding. The shatter got stunned by AJ. So both shatters get negated, but Rip with the pick on Osman. That could be what they were looking for. Gotta deny that res. Real with the pick on AJ. The good doctor. Prescription handed out. It's gonna be a pick. Bomb coming out, nice block. No! Joker not even able to get away from it, even with the field coming out. That's a big pick here on the side of KO. And Mystic able to get the res on Cat, but the charge coming in from Juju. It's chaos on point as Juju falls, leaving to the pick on AJ. They're going to nano the baby diva. Let's see if they get the pick on Ridge. Kitty looking to get the pick on someone with the...
Gets the mercy with the hack.
It's such a it's back to the same thing. The long fight. Who's gonna be able to get Dead Eye here? We're gonna have to focus Kitty here. Oh, the sleep! The sleep from Cat is huge. Sleeps Lee off the high ground as well. Stops that Dead Eye completely. But still, it's such a long drawn out fight. I still think KO has a chance at this. DP has a chance at winning this. KO's got a chance at holding this. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, AJ.
Gets 3. And that's going to cap it off, I think. AJ picks up
the 4th.
30 seconds left on the clock. You have the EMP, the Shatter, the Grab, and the Koa. Nothing on the side of KO. Maybe the Shatter coming online, but what
big
a hold.
ult, but yeah, that's so much time burnt off there, and eventually AJ gets the bigger Deadeye. Probably like a story of 2 Deadeyes. Lee's gets slept, but AJ gets getting a 4K with it.
And Lee get a few, especially Ryan. No Shatter online here. Kids getting dangerous. Will fall, and the big Shatter, just as the hack was about to wear off. But the Shatter coming out from Awesomely Syndicate, cleaning up as well. Awesome, we set him up perfectly. Syndicate and AJ able to cap it all off and close, but KO taking the 3rd map here and essentially the win.
They do win. They're up 3-0. This is very dominant performance from KO tonight.
It's got to be the Deadeye, right?
Yes, it has to. Here it is, the 3K.
Both supports, gets Lee, and finds Juju coming off the stairs.
That sucks. Juju right beforehand had fallen down on the other side. trying to avoid all the damage, and then is just unable to do anything to help his team against that Deadeye.
3-0 lead for KO. As we're going into Rialto either way, but I mean, what a statement being made by KO.
Just dominant. Yeah, especially from those first 2 weeks, like Diving Phoenix considered one of the better teams in the Oasis League in Tier 3, and they are just putting on a show with them tonight.
Hey, excuse me.
Omnics. Both these teams with long names I have to spell out.
Oh, I always go with KO.
Your initial person?
Diving Foe. Diving Fa. There was, oh my god. There was a team season 1 when I used to cast, and that what taught me to use the initials. They were the passive aggressive Raptors, and there's no way. There's no way you can fit that, so they became the par.
Spectate blue. Spectate blue. Spectate blue and Pokin. Spectate blue.
Pokin coming in though. Cross Riot back in as well. Syndicate on the support.
He's been popping tonight. So we have on tank, we have Awesomely and Kitty still staying in. Crossfire coming in along with Pokin. Looks correct there. Anything on the side of Diving Phoenix?
Still waiting to see.
In the meantime, I'll get the map set up.
The passive aggressive Raptors. Those season 1 team names, man. Passive aggressive Raptors, Agents of Slime. There used to be it was a different Valhalla.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I was on a team in like a completely different league, and I played against a Valhalla team. And when I ended up joining Valhalla, I thought it was them, and I was so surprised to find out that it wasn't.
It's weird. We the Ops are still around. The score is 3-0 Diving Phoenix.
Nope.
Nope. Excuse me. 3-0 KO. Gosh. My bad. It's been a long day. Yeah, We the Ops still around from season 1. Gosh. I think KO and DP were both around too. Okay, I get it, Nation. Please don't discipline me. I'm sorry. What happened again?
Nation's coming for you.
Nation, very, very Monka Giga, I must admit. Very scary.
Sorry, Miss Bot.
Please, I'm sorry. Don't turn me into a robot. Still waiting for the.
Thanks, Noosh. Yeah, we're still waiting on any word from Diving Phoenix on what they want to run for this, but map differential is important.
Yeah, with essentially like how close like Tier 3 is becoming, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like anybody could win any game at any time. It doesn't matter the matchup, and this might be an example because I mean, like you said, like I'm sure a lot of people had DP coming in and making this competitive, but I mean they're down 3-0. It's tough. I mean, it could be an off day, but I think it's just a testament to how much KO has improved. I mean, Awesomely and Kitty seem to have all the synergy in the world, and AJ and Syndicate are doing
Crossfire
so much
in the
work.
First map.
And Mystic and Cat have been coming incredibly clutch on fields and reses and koas and bees. It seems like all of KO is firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, and there's still like good moments from Diving Phoenix, like in these maps. Like I don't think it's like on them. I think this is just like KO, just like really stepping up on their own end and really getting like clutch picks, clutch walls, just clutch abilities, hacks, things like that. That really just allow the rest of the team to dive on them, and there's nothing really DP can do against certain things. No changes on the side of Diving Phoenix. So they're going to be keeping the same 6 around. And I believe that Kitty is also given the ready for Cosmic Omnics. So we are good to go on the last map here, Rialto, the Escort map this week. Let's go in.
Welcome to Rialto.
You gotta at this point for DP, it's the map differential. It's gonna come down to it by the end of the season, and
it has to.
It's gotta be a 3-1 here if you're DP. You gotta want to avoid the 4-0 if all possible. At all, any means necessary.
And, if you're on the other side as Cosmic Omnics, you want that 4-0, especially with, some of their early results were, 4-0 losses on their own end. This can really just help negate those early losses. They're going to be 2-2 on the season. DP also 2-2 on the season, but this is big maps, I think, in the long term for both of these squads.
I really hope they stick to the hog and ball here. I think this is honestly the best map for it. I think Rialto has enough silliness for both of the hog and ball to work.
I agree, actually. I think this map can run a lot of different tank combos. You can see double shield, you can see Sigma ball, but hog you'll see here. There's a lot of environmental kills you can get, a lot of early picks you can get, and same thing for the wrecking ball. You can create a lot of disruption, a lot of space all throughout of it.
It looks like it's a double shield brawl. It's the Rhine Sigma. It's Reaper coming out for the first time tonight, and the Torb coming out as well. I'd love to see it. And then the Ana Zen. Let's go with the Zen. Oh, both teams with the Zen. Pop off. Let's get it.
Yeah, that's has the Widow. Leon the Widow this time.
It's like Juju's gonna rumble on through like a pinball down this.
Oh, the pick.
They're coming out.
No, he doesn't get the pick.
Follow up, Syndicate with the fragging out.
Even on support.
It seems to be getting the first pick of the fight here, regardless.
It might be hard to pick some MVPs for tonight, I'll say that much.
There you
There's
go.
a lot of candidates.
Sports fragging out here. Furrow's going to get the pick on Pokin, and the turret down as well, but the big anti coming out. And the
on the hook.
From Ridge. Going to get awesomely. Reaper's going to be, Crossbow's going to be in this room all by themselves. Pick him up.
That's what we were talking about with the hog and the ball right there. Yeah. So many opportunities for picks. Oh my god, Syndicate Slayer.
Syndicate and Cat, these supports are fragging. You're right, it's got a big high ground here. Nice shield denial there. Coming out from Cade. With that high ground, I'm going to make them move. It will drop to the ground. A lot of fight taking place on point here. Pokin setting up the Torb turret just left side of this choke. As Cross with the pick on Ridge. Doc evens it up with a pick on Cat. So it's even here, 5-on-5 action here, but the turret's going to get picked up, but it's Kitty and Cross going to get picks of their own respectively. Who gets the pick on Cross? But I think if you're DP, you're going to have to recontest here.
It's so hard. They want to run this ball tracer, but I don't know if they're attacking the same target at the same time. And then when you factor in the it's so just clutch against them. When you have the Torb turret as well, just to cause more disruption on them trying to disrupt the back line, it's hard to get that synergy. I don't know if I'm seeing it right now, but just the tracer and the ball.
And the, oh my god,
Cat.
Cat with the pick on Lee, out sniping the. As Juju finds Cross there. The whole hog coming out in there. Forced out as the mines come on to point as well. But the nice trans from Cat gonna be able to clear up these mines entirely. As the molten core comes out from Pokin, it's gonna get cleared up.
Trying to push the hog, he does get him.
Again, it's a slow, brooding, plotting fight here. but it's still pretty on the side of KO. We still have the nano. They still have the 5 ults or 4 ults. Excuse me. Everything but the trance and the multiple. Maybe a bit of a Beyblade coming in as Crossfire hidden in this room. Oh, gonna get found out though by
Found
Dr.
out.
Grill. Diamond's gonna have to pick up something soon here.
Still waiting
Just
there.
under-
Crossfire's still waiting to try to maybe get like a nice Death Blossom in.
Oh, and
Oh.
gets picked up. Pick on the lead, the Shatter.
The Shatter. Trance maybe a little too late.
There's the Blossom. It's gonna get eaten though, but still, I think it's booped away into Furl. So Pick's still coming out on the side of KO. With 30
Just
seconds
baby
left
here,
on
and
the
they're gonna
clock.
stagger her out.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. It's gotta fall off the map if you are bad Juju, because Pick the cat instead. We
Oh,
thought it would be a
Token
bit
does
of
go
an
down.
answer. That turret is still up though, acting as a surrogate.
And he's gonna be coming back with Molten Core too.
The turret's still doing so much work, not picked off at all. The book's coming out from Kitty.
Oh,
Able
that's
to get a
big.
couple in. You actually get
Oh.
smashed! And the Shatter come out to follow up on the rest. A nice anti onto Lee, and just like that, this tank Philosophy and Kitty are so synced up right now. The Shatter to get the Flux to get them up in the air, the Shatter to finish off whoever gets smashed down, and just like that, only not even 71 meters push for DP as KO's holding this very, very well.
This is dominant from KO. You know, even when, you know, Diving Phoenix gets a couple of early picks, they retreat nicely back into the towards their spawn, and then they're able to regroup, get the early picks. The support line, both Syndicate Play and Cat, are just popped on that defense, constantly getting picks, especially Cat on that Zenyatta. That was disgusting. Just, you love to see that.
It's been crazy. It's been such a performance from KO.
Yeah, across the board. There's been, honestly, I think on all 3 facets, they're just looking very dominant tonight. And that's what happens, and especially in Tier 3. Like, it can be anybody's night on any given day.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So, on the side of TP, they're going to try to hold this with the Ryan Hog. Lee Rowdy on the Echo, Doc on the Sombra with the Moira Zen. And if they're going to stick to it, it's going to be a Sim Widow, Ryan Zarya, and the Ana Zen as well. Glad to see the Zen play tonight.
Yeah.
We both love Zen. That's our boy.
Best hero in the game. I'm shocked at this Sim pick. Maybe Pokken does like a big like turret builder character, but I wonder what they're gonna do
They're TPing
with
to
this.
this
Yeah,
left side platform.
no hook.
Maybe a
They're waiting it. There it is.
Some damage here on the Widow. Yeah, they're gonna drop to
And they're
this
gonna have the
left
Ryan
side.
isolated to see if they can get anything on him. He is discorded as well.
A nice hook from Ridge, but he will fall. It's Pokken already charged up big here.
And they're gonna chase them back.
Pin comes out. Juju's gonna get most likely. Might
Lee
not
does get
up,
Cat. Oh, they can't get Juju out.
though. So much damage being done to that shield, regenerating the ammo as they go. And Pokken's gonna clean up. Has the photon barrier already as well. It's gonna be rich.
Oh,
on
she gets
Doctor.
hooked. But there's so much damage coming out between the Ryan and the Sim.
It's gonna be tough, especially with this photon barrier coming up. They can put it up early.
Welcome out. They
Wait,
get Pokken down.
Don't know if
The
that's
respawns are coming in.
Pick on lead. Juju's gonna get the pin. Not gonna
This
find
is
anybody,
a
though.
chaotic fight. Oh my gosh.
This is a mad dash from Demon. Sweep it up. KO finding picks.
Juju's
awesome.
won.
Swing it away.
Looks like it's just Ridge Hunt left.
It's gonna be just Cat on the heels, but I think it's just too much on the side of KO. Cross with the pick on Doc. It's gonna be just Ridge on the wall. Just like that.
And
KO
that's
with
it.
a big 4-0 win.
Wow. A dominant performance tonight from Kosmic Omnics.
Oh boy.
Of the game.
There it is. Pokken. With these turret heroes tonight, Torb and Sim.
They come in for one map, but they look so dominant when both the Sim and the Torb. It was great to see.
Chopping them down. Wow, look at the damage from Pokken.
Well, GG's to both teams tonight. That was... Let's bring everyone back to lobby. There we go. There you have a KO up 4-0 on the night. That brings both of these teams to 2-2 on the season. So, early on, looking like it's going to be tough all throughout Tier 3. It's going to be very, very close. What are you thinking for MVPs?
That, I say it every time, but it's the toughest thing to do on these casts, honestly.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Setting up the lobby is a lot of work. That's kind of tough.
Kind of tough. Starting the stream on the
today it was. Yeah.
We pay for the flex literally and figuratively, but on the side of MVPs, I don't feel any kind of way about giving all three to KO players.
Yeah,
they just popped off.
It is kind of deserved, I think, tonight. And their tanks were dominant. Their DPS looked great. Support line really popped. It was nice to see.
And in this situation, for me, I think it comes down to, since they all played so well, to who played the most maps on their role. Awesomely and Kitty really synced up so well tonight. But with tank MVP, I would probably give it to Kitty.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Being able to do as much as she did, just with grabs and with fluxes and doing so much, and also being able to enable awesomely on that Rhine is so big for them.
Yeah, especially as a new pickup for them. She looked great. And like you said, both the Zarya and the Sigma looked really dominant from her. I definitely agree with that. Looks like the nominations from KO for Diving Phoenix, I'm going to call them Pizza Planet, don't know why, were Ridge and Fur. Yeah, and DP, they had moments too, especially on those first couple of maps. I wonder if they ended up getting a little bit mentally boomed, especially on that last map, because we've seen Diving Phoenix, for the past couple of seasons, they are a good team. This is, I don't think, an indictment on Diving Phoenix. I think this is more a statement from Kosmic Omnics that they are also a good team in this league, and they're going to be here to play, especially for the rest of the season.
Agreed. They made a lot of noise tonight, and it's loud. It was a loud noise. And I will say, like Ridge, especially on those last two maps, I think coming in were really good. I think his their play on Hanamura in particular was really solid. And for super consistent on the support tonight. So I appreciate those. If there were two players I was going to nominate on the side of DP, it would be them as well.
We're still waiting on some nominations from DP. If I had to give the support one, I might give it to Cat just because how much they played tonight, and then the sound on the last map was so good.
Maps, that's what it's going to come down to. They played all 4 maps.
Yeah, but that's no discredit to Mystic and Slayer, who came in over on the support at the end. They were also great, but Cat, especially on that Zenyatta at the end, was just getting headshot after headshot, and even out sniping the Widow at times.
And no, just the beats on King's Row and just super clutch plays all around tonight from played the 4 maps. It's going to come down to it. DPS.
That's the hard one, in my opinion.
That is the hardest one.
I really think that's going to come down to Slaya and AJ. That was just dominant from both of them, constantly each getting picks. Clutch abilities coming off with the Mei walls, the hacks. And then even Pokken on the map that they came in on, that was so clutch with the Torbjorn and the Symmetra. Those are both great picks and got so much value on the defense with the Torb, and then the attack Sim, just so much charge against them and just ran through everybody like a hot knife.
It's gonna sound bad. I hope DP just picks one of them.
They did.
I think it's gonna come out to that.
They picked Syndicate and Red Hood Kitty.
Okay.
So I think that'll be the tiebreaker there, and
Yes,
we can give it to
thank
Syndicate Slayer.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oof, that was tough. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't. You know, it's not just it's the consistent first picks in fights. It's the value of ults, especially from AJ. I mean, it seems to be giant blizzards, big EMPs, that Deadeye on Hanamura. It's a total package.
And then Syndicate Slayer also has great ultimate value with his dragons coming through constantly, just getting picks. That's a hard ultimate to get value out of, and he consistently got value out of it.
It was tough, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it. The 4-0 win for KO this week. Your MVPs: Red Hood Kitty on the tank, Syndicate Slayer 09 on the DPS, and Cat from TX on the support. So yeah, thank you for coming out. There's a game going on right now on the other channel. Yeah.
Yep. It is Tantalizers versus Prodigy Noobs. I don't know the score right now, but we can all switch over to that one and be good to go.
Well, thanks for coming out. You can check us out on the other channel, and we'll be back tomorrow and Sunday, yeah?
I believe so, yeah. There's matches all weekend, so keep an eye out.
We will see you for more Tier 3 play coming up. Thanks for coming out, guys. Have a nice night.